Would you believe that these earrings started as scrap denim? Check this out. Hello, good people. This is Sherry, and today I'm going to show you how to make these denim hoop earrings using my shape templates and a stencil design from my website. I'm using a paper copy of a stencil that I have on my website. What I do is I spray the back of it with some spray glue, and then I lay it down on my denim. That way, I want to get a secure bond so that when I put my paint on, it won't bleed under. I want to get a nice crisp design. I cut this stencil design out of some watercolor paper that I have, but it's still, it's not going to last too long. This is my second time using it, and I'm hoping that I can make it work without it tearing. So I'm just rubbing the back of my denim to try to make sure that I get a good tight bond between the stencil and the denim. If you're interested in this stencil design, I'll leave a link in the description. My original idea was to use my heat set foil, and I didn't have the gel that I normally use, so I thought I would see if I could use tacky glue. So that's what I'm applying here. I'm going to make the long story short and tell you that it didn't work out as well as I wanted to. So I decided to use this design as the second part of my design. I need two pieces for each earring that I'm going to make, so I decided to make this part be the bottom part. After my tacky glue dried, I was ready to apply the heat set foil, but the foil didn't grab the design the way that I wanted it to. But it's okay, but I had something different in my vision. So I won't throw this away. I'll go ahead and use it in my design. Here is one of my shape templates. This one is made from wood. The ones that I sell are made with clear acrylic, but this is what I had at the moment. I've cut out my two shapes that I need for the bottom part of my earring. To prepare the top part of my earring, I'm going to set my stencil on my denim again, and this time I'm going to be using paint. I'm using a cosmetic sponge to dab my paint onto my stencil. I let the paint dry, and now it's time to pull it off. It didn't dry all the way, but I didn't want to leave my stencil on too long because I don't want it to get stuck. Okay, so my design turned out pretty good. So now I'll cut my shape again with my shape templates, and I'll start to assemble the hoop earring. I have a really good pair of scissors that are great for cutting thicker fabrics like denim and leather, but I could not find it. I think one of my grandsons probably was using my scissors and didn't put them back. So I'm just kind of having a hard time with these scissors. I'm sealing my paint with Mod Podge. The Mod Podge has dried, so I can go to the next step. I'm trimming the bottom layer of the earring. I need to have it a little bit smaller than the top layer. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of wire. This template is 5 inches long, so I'm going to cut probably 6.5 or 7 inches of wire. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces. For this design, I need my wire to be as straight as I can possibly get it. I'm going to lay my wire on the center of my template, and I'm going to tape over it to attach it. I'm using masking tape because that's what I have on hand. I have used double-sided tape, which works better, but this is what I'm going with today. But I'm putting my wire right down the middle of my stencil. Now I'll trim the tape. If you're new here, I'm Sherry. I'm the owner and designer for Sherikao Originals Handcrafted Gifts, where we help you create jewelry for those who are deliberately different. We have a website, it's sherikaoriginals.com, where we offer supplies for makers. Many of the items that I use in my videos can be found on my website. Other of the items can be found in my Amazon shop. I'll have links to both of those locations in the description of the video. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'm using tacky glue to reinforce the bond between my denim and my tape to make sure that this stays secure. Now I'm using tacky glue to spread it on the top piece of my design. Now I will attach my wired piece to my top piece. I'm going to press it down very securely, and then I'm going to let it dry. I'm wiping off the part of the glue that is seeping out, and then I'm going to let this dry until the glue is clear. I want it to be completely dry. Now that my pieces are completely dry, I can do my hoop shape now. I need to get something that's round, that is the size that I want, and use the wire to shape. And I'm doing my final trimming now. I decided to use what I had to make my shape, which was my tacky glue bottle. I'm pulling my design closer together. Now, one end of the wire is going to be the part that goes through your ear, and the other end of the wire is going to be the little hook that secures it. I didn't turn on the camera for this part, but I put a little bead on the end of each one of my earrings to use as a stopper bead. Now that I have my stopper bead on there, I need to make my hook and my loop to close my earring. So I make a right angle, and then I use my round nose pliers to make a loop. I use my flat nose pliers to straighten my loop, and then I use my cutters to trim it. I want my hook to sit straight up, so I'm going to take my pliers and bend it a little bit so that it sits straight up. Then I'm going to cut my wire to about 3/4 of an inch long, and I'm going to turn up the very end of the wire so that it fits right in the hook. I'm sanding the end of my hook so it won't be so sharp. My fabric and tape have come apart, so I'm going to use some super glue this time to glue this together. I keep comparing my wires to make sure that they're the same size. to finish it off, I'm just going to put some gold paint around the edge of the earring, and then I'll be done. If you enjoy this kind of content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. We have over 1,000 DIY videos, and most of them are about jewelry making and that kind of thing. Also, some videos about being in the handmade jewelry business. So I just invite you to subscribe. I don't think you'll regret it. And I always ask for a like, a thumbs up, a hype, whatever you feel like would help the channel. YouTube really likes to see some interaction on the channel. And finally, if you got real value out of this and feel like you want to support the channel, then there's a link called Coffee where you can donate to buy me a coffee or half a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or whatever you feel like. There's no pressure, but it would be appreciated. All right, this is what we have. A pair of denim earrings that are kind of fancy. We have a Tuesday live subscriber chat that I invite you to participate in. Look for the notifications. So if you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. That way you'll get a notification when we drop new videos, and we drop 3 or 4 videos a week. All right, good people, this is Sherry saying, as always, be blessed.